I can help you plan for your financial future in 4 easy meetings, essentially getting a sneak peek of what it's like to work with me. Before I talk a little bit about my process, I'd like to share with you my story because most people would like to know a little bit more about me before I delve deep into the process. Here's a little bit about my background. I've been in the financial services industry for over 20 years, having worked with multiple companies including A.G. Edwards, Merrill Lynch, State Farm Insurance, and a pension company. I went to UC Davis for my undergraduate work and did my studies in consumer and managerial economics. After graduating from Davis and working for a couple of years, I decided to go back for an MBA at USC's Marshall School of Business. I've been with Trilogy since 2002 and have an office in Irvine in Orange County, California. I work with clients both in person, by phone, and video conference, so I'm able to work with clients across the nation and have clients ranging as far west as Hawaii to as far east as Maine. My mission is to provide a meaningful impact on the lives of my clients and the people they care most about. I have a passion for financial services and financial planning and help people pursue their passions and interests. Seeing my clients enjoy time with their family brings me a great sense of fulfillment. I realize that not everyone has that same passion for financial planning, so I'm brought on to leverage my strengths, help you plan for your future, and minimize the time you have to spend creating a financial plan. Along those lines, I help people make educated decisions with their money and strive to help families provide a strong financial foundation for both themselves and for the next generation, because as we all know, it seems that each generation has a different type of challenge, if not tougher than the current one. And a lot of my families want to make sure that they can help their kids start a leg up. By working on a plan, it helps create a roadmap to guide you to financial independence. So now you know a little bit more about me and my mission. Let's talk about you. A lot of the clients that I work with have a common thread when we sit down. You're extremely busy, you don't have time to work on and focus on your finances, and when you try to create a financial plan, there's so much information that it prevents you from taking action. Life just seems to get so much busier as we get older, and we have no idea where the time goes. For my younger clients, in the beginning stages before they have kids, they're busy just trying to make a name for themselves and make money. For my clients with young families, it's being pulled in different directions, trying to save for retirement, trying to save for college, making sure you're doing all the right things, keeping up with school, and also all the kids' activities. You think things would slow down when they get older and into high school or college, but then you're just spread even more thin, trying to travel, see family, worrying about the kids, and now figuring out, well, what are we going to do for retirement? Regardless of the stage of life that you're at, you know that time is ticking and you need to do something. And with all the choices that are available out there, you wish there was a simple, straightforward way to gain control of your finances. Basically, you're looking for clarity and direction. Let me pose this question to you. What would life look like in 20 years if you stay on your current financial path? I know you're busy between working a full schedule with kids, family obligations, whether you're taking care of younger children, adult parents, or even both. You don't have time to spend hours creating a financial plan, and I get that. But here's the thing, the clock is ticking, and if you don't do something now, you'll wake up one day and wonder where all the time is gone and why you don't have a comfortable nest egg to retire with. And instead of living out your dream in retirement, you'll be pinching pennies, or worse, you'll be working way longer than anticipated. One other thing to keep in mind is, what if you're forced out of working early for whatever reason, due to a job consolidation or changes in the industry? Now you're even more behind. I'm not trying to scare you, but to let you in on the reality that has come to those who don't create a game plan. And what I do is help make the financial planning process so simple and straightforward that you would wish you had gotten started sooner. So now what I'm going to do is talk you through how I help clients plan for their financial futures in 4 easy meetings. Our first meeting is one where we really get to know each other. At that time, you can set up a call that's convenient for you. We can schedule a call by phone or by email. The first call is really our opportunity to get to know more about each other. So I'll learn more about your financial situation, the current challenges that you face, as well as here are some of your short and long-term goals. In the process, if you haven't already looked at my background, you can learn more about me, the types of clients I work with, and how I get paid. It's at this stage of the meeting where we can figure out if we're a good fit in working together, because I want to make sure that I bring on the right client, and I want to make sure that the client brings me on as the right advisor for them. Should we decide to move forward, we can then meet face-to-face in person, by phone, or virtually through video conference. In some cases, but not all, clients will send their financial documents to me beforehand. This helps streamline the process and make things a lot quicker. But if you don't want to send that beforehand, that's totally okay. With a better understanding of your financial situation, I can then ask clarifying questions and explain how I can help you pursue your goals. Usually after the second formalized meeting, we decide if we both want to work together. In a sense, the second meeting either confirms that yes, we should work together, or it helps us decide maybe we aren't as great of a fit as we initially thought from the brief phone call we had before. Should we decide that we're a good fit in working together, what I do with all this information is plan things out and figure out what the next steps are in helping you implement a financial plan. We would then have a follow-up meeting again, whether that be in person, by phone, or by video conference. And I'll explain my recommendations in detail and how we're going to allocate your finances and plan out your strategies. I set up all of your accounts and we put everything into motion. As far as setting up accounts, most of the things we can set up are now electronic. So we can do things by e-signature through DocuSign or some other verification method to open up accounts. And in some rare instances, we can mail the documents or have physical documents to sign in person. Depending on the complexity of your situation, some things are implemented very quickly, others are implemented over a longer period of time. However, we can move as slowly or as quickly as you want in getting things set up. After things are set up, I routinely check in on your progress. We meet again by phone, by video conference, or in person. We review your portfolio, risk tolerance, goals, and progress to determine if we need to make any changes and see if you're having the results that you expect. Along the way, you'll have questions or issues that you may be experiencing, and we address those and adjust your plan as needed. So again, thinking back to what I had asked you earlier, what would life look like in 20 years if you stay on your current financial path? If that question puts a knot in the pit of your stomach, it's time to make a change. We all know at least one retiree who is struggling to make ends meet. You don't have to get to that point in your life, no matter how old you are. There's no better time to start than today. I can help you create a clear, simple path that aims to lead you to financial independence, and more importantly, be a resource for you to lean on when you have questions. I can't tell you how many clients I've heard say, gosh, I wish I would have known this sooner, or I wish I would have only done this 5 or 10 years ago. Let's take that first step in helping you toward financial independence. You already know my process. Let's set up a time to have that first call. We can determine if we're a good fit in working together. I'll review your situation, answer your questions, and discuss what you need to have financial confidence. As I mentioned recently, a lot of people will say, gosh, I really wish I would have known this 5 years ago, or I wish I would have done this 5 years ago. I was so busy. I wish I would have just set the time aside. I'd like you to not be on that side of the coin and instead be on the proactive side where you've taken that step and have no regrets. So again, let's get started. Schedule your free 30-minute phone consultation now. My time, especially around the holidays, can be limited, but I want to make sure that you're on the right path. Reserve your spot. Let's gain financial confidence. And the best and easiest way to do that is to schedule some time by emailing me at michael.loo, which is spelled L-O-O, at trilogyfs.com. If you're still not sure about taking that first step, I can encourage you to do some research and learn more about me. You can connect with me on social media via Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter by clicking on the hyperlinks. You can also read about my blog. 2 popular posts are about why I became a financial advisor and 5 things you should know about me as your financial advisor. I know I've talked a little bit about myself in the beginning, but these 2 blogs take a deeper dive into why I do what I do and where my passion from being a financial advisor stems from. I've also been in a number of podcasts where I answer popular financial planning questions asked by some of my clients. The podcast can be found by clicking on the www.mikeloo.com/podcast hyperlink.